Grace and peace to you. I'm Reverend Joe Cailles, the pastor of Peakland United Methodist Church in Lynchburg, Virginia. Today is Wednesday, June 28th, 2023. This week is a happy and busy week at Peakland. We are hosting Vacation Bible School in the mornings here at the church with 50 or so bright and active children and a dozen or so slightly overwhelmed adult and youth volunteers. It's a Food Truck VBS party. We are looking at the Bible stories in which God's love is expressed through the foods that God provides. Manna and quail for the Hebrew people in the wilderness, a bottle of unending oil for the widow in Zarephath, the good foods Daniel and his friends eat, Jesus feeding the 5,000, and finally Jesus providing a breakfast meal to the disciples after his resurrection. This week, I am not Pastor Joe, I am Chef Joe, the storyteller, with my apron and my chef's baseball cap. This upcoming Sunday, July 2nd, Peakland will have a united worship service at 10:30 a.m. in the Fellowship Hall. We'll worship together in person and online. We'll hear the stories from Vacation Bible School, and we will gather around the Lord's table for communion. For those worshiping online, you are welcome at the table too. Have a cup of grape juice and some crackers and bread, and we'll all celebrate God's love at God's table, because all people are welcome at Peakland. All are welcome. About that, I don't usually make comments about the news coming from other denominations. I seem to remember Jesus saying something about focusing on a speck in your neighbor's eye when you have a log sticking out of your own eye. Nonetheless, news came out 2 weeks ago that another denomination held their convention and affirmed that they would not allow women to be pastors in their churches. I would not be a United Methodist pastor if it were not for women pastors, deacons, and church leaders. When I felt God's call to me to become a United Methodist pastor, it was Reverend Brenda Oldstrom Becker, the associate pastor of the church I attended, who I first told, and she shepherded me through the first stages of becoming a pastor. When I was in seminary and training at Mount Olivet United Methodist Church, I was with Reverend Susan Cutshaw and Reverend Nancy Childress. My first full-time job as the associate pastor of Williamsburg United Methodist Church had Reverend Janetta Benedict on staff. She's a United Methodist deacon. These women mentored me and helped me sharpen my pastoral ministry. Bishop Charlene Kammerer baptized both my sons. Bishop Sharma Lewis sent me here to Peakland, where Reverend Denise Bates, my district superintendent, oversees my ministry here. I have partnered with dozens of United Methodist clergy women on boards and committees through the years. I have seen again and again how God has blessed these women to lead and teach and pastor and serve. Our United Methodist denomination has plenty of flaws, and we are nowhere near welcoming all people into all roles within the church. But I am grateful to God for the United Methodist women who are here and who have pastored me through the years. As it happens, of the 5 congregations that I served as pastor prior to Peakland, 3 of my successors as pastor of those churches were women. Now, I hope to be at Peakland for many, many years to come, and I won't have a say on who follows me here. But whoever my successor as pastor of Peakland is, I pray God's blessing on her. Thanks be to God.